You see it every day on the street corners, in the subway stations, in the parks. The human tragedy of homelessness. It's a problem that tugs at your conscience and make you ask what can be done. But what if I told you that in New York City the answer to that question is an almost unbelievable number. $81,000. That's how much New York City spent on services for every single homeless person last year. More than an average American earns. More than a teacher starting salary. This isn't a safety net, it's a gold rush, and the people getting rich aren't the ones on the street. This is the story of Homelessness Inc., a multi-billion-dollar industry where the problem is the product and the suffering is good for business. Let's follow the money. The city's budget for the Department of Social Services is a staggering $8.2 billion. That's a mountain of cash. It's not going to tents and soup kitchens, it's flowing into a complex, entrenched system of non-profits, consultants and service providers. The single biggest chunk is spent on shelters, $4.5 billion. These aren't just shelters, they're often run by private for-profit companies and non-profits with massive administrative overheads. They get paid per bed, per night. They have no incentives to solve the problem. Their incentives is to keep the beds full. The more people who are homeless, the more money they make. It's a business model built on a failure. So what does $81,000 actually buy a homeless person? It buys them a cot in a crowded shelter. It buys them 3 mediocre meals a day. It buys them a caseworker with a caseload of 50 people. It does not buy them a home. It does not buy them a future. The absurdity is breathtaking. The city is spending nearly double the average annual rent on a system that perpetuates homelessness. For $81,000 you can literally give every single homelessness person a check for 2 years rent and a voucher for job training. But that would shrink the system. It would put the consultants and the non-profit executives out of a business. So instead they chose the system. This isn't a story of wasted money. It's a story of human lives caught in a bureaucratic machine. The system doesn't lift people up, it institutionalizes them. It creates dependency, strips them of dignity, and it makes it almost impossible to escape. The city will tell you they're compassionate, but what is compassionate about funding a system that costs $81,000 per person and leaves them on the street? The real human cost is measured in lost potential, the shattered lives, and the generation trapped in a cycle that the city itself is funding and fueling. New York City has proven one thing: you can't solve homelessness by throwing money at it. You can only create a homelessness industry, an $8.2 billion industry where the only thing that grows is budget and the problem itself. 81,000 figure isn't a statistic, it's an indictment. It's a screaming alarm that the system is broken, corrupt, and fundamentally inhuman. The politician and the non-profits have vested interest in status quo. They profit from the problem, so they will never be the ones to fix it. Until the money is tied to outcomes, until the payment is for getting people in permanent housing, not for managing them in shelters, nothing will change. The city will keep spending $81,000 per person and the street will remain full, because the Homelessness Inc. tragedy is just a line item on a budget.